We at PGN would also like to mention that we do not condone any acts of violence, drinking, smoking, or anything else mentioned in this video. Released in 2008, Saints Row 2 is a sandbox, action-adventure game that took the gaming world by storm. Developed by Volition, it builds upon the foundation of its predecessor, offering players a wild and unforgettable experience in the fictional city of Stillwater. The game features a mix of open-world exploration, story missions, and side activities. You can engage in all sorts of criminal endeavors, from carjacking to gang warfare, and the gameplay is known for its wacky and varied nature. You can customize your character and vehicles to your heart content, creating a truly unique and personalized experience. The story follows the player's character as they seek revenge against rival gangs and aim to restore the Saints to their former glory. The narrative is filled with humor and over-the-top scenarios, making it an engaging and entertaining journey. At the start of the game, you meet Carlos, who is wearing a purple beanie in the prison with your character. Overall, he is then after your main side character. You get numerous different side characters, I'll speak about them later. Let's skip to the prison.
That's the road?
It is now.
Jesus, when did this happen?
When Alter got involved.
The clothing company.
After Hughes was killed in that bombing of yours, Alter picked up the pieces. Now they're everywhere. On TV, on billboards, in stores. Hell, if you ever forget who Alter is, just look towards Saints Row and you'll see that. Here we are.
Where can I find the other Saints?
What other Saints?
After that scene, you are then told to go buy some new clothes at the store Sloppy Seconds. After this, in the mission, you end up just going to a pub/bar to just go and buy a drink and kind of get back into the swing of things, to try and find out about what's going on, who might be left, or just any additional things. At Sloppy Seconds, you do get fully customized options for clothes as well. But let's now skip over to the bar, where there'll be another cutscene that I have the audio in.
To be the trial of the century. A notorious member of a gang once known as the 3rd Street Saints, Johnny Gat, was arrested last year in an assassination attempt against then-decorated police officer Troy Bradshaw. In the resulting trial, Gat was convicted of 1 count of attempted murder and a staggering 387 counts of first-degree murder, promptly sending him to death row.
Hey, Barry, turn this off!
Yeah, I was watching that.
I guess you're not anymore, are you?
Could you turn the TV back on?
In a few short moments, we'll be allowed back in the courtroom and we'll find out, once and for all, if Mr. Gat will go home a happy man or a dead one.
While the graphics may not match those of some contemporary titles, they are colourful and fit the game's tone perfectly. The voice acting is particularly noteworthy, adding depth to the characters and the story. Even the radio in the game has some amazing tracks as well. In my personal opinion, it was always fun to drive around to the Mix, or the Miz, I can't remember the exact name, but if you know it, then you know what I'm on about. But on the other hand, Saints Row 2 boasts an engaging and humorous storyline, extensive character and vehicle customization as I mentioned, and fun and varied gameplay mechanics. On the other hand, it does suffer from more technical issues and bugs, and the graphics may feel dated compared to newer games. I also will go into the main characters you see, but first, let's skip over to where you first meet Johnny Gat in this area, inside of the courtroom.
What's that?
Drop it.
Anyone hit and need a lawyer?
Like, look at this man. He does not care that the gun just shot and he could have been hit. He has no cares at all. This is one of the main reasons I personally love Johnny Gat, even though he is the most popular character, since he is also the beacon of the franchise. Anyway, let me now speak about the other characters you see. After Gat, let's talk about Shawnee. She's one of the main characters in Saints Row 2, and let me tell you, she is a force to be reckoned with. She's got this awesome, cool vibe, always ready for a good time. A playful sense of humour that just makes you laugh. But don't let that fool you. She also has a heart of gold and is always there to help her friends. Whether she's pulling off a daring heist, navigating a crowded market, or just hanging out with the Saints, Shawnee always brings the energy. She's like life of the party, and definitely one of the reasons why Saints Row 2 is such a great game to play. She's just a fun character to be around. Like, the sassy attitude, not afraid to speak her mind, but the really big heart as well really makes for a character. And the final character I'll talk about is Pierce. Pierce is the kind of guy who always has a plan. He's the strategist of the group, always thinking 2 steps ahead. Whether it's also pulling off a daring heist or navigating tricky situations, he has the intelligence to get the job done. But it's not all serious with Pierce. He also has a great sense of humour, like Shawnee, and often lightens the mood with his witty remarks. His interactions with the other Saints, especially during those bonding moments, really show his fun side. He's not just about the plans, he's also about friendship. Pierce values his teammates and is always there to support them, making him yet again another beloved character in the Saints Row universe. Now, I'm not going to go too much into the story. Now that I've told you about the characters, we're just going to close it off with my personal review. On a rating of 1 to 10, I give it a 9. In stars, I give it 4.5. It's a great game, but it does have the slight issue of a couple things. For example, the game may take a while to load, it can have some frequent crashes, but at the same time, it does make for some really funny moments. If your game glitches out and your car goes flying, or say if you're playing the co-op and your teammate dies and their body goes flying anywhere, it makes it really funny. But overall, Saints Row 2 is a delightful mix of chaos and humour, making it a must-play for fans of the genre. Its unique charm and engaging gameplay ensure that it remains a beloved title in the gaming community. If you're looking for a game that's both hilarious and action-packed, Saints Row 2 is definitely worth checking out, as is the entirety of the franchise. This was Nyx, signing off and flying out. Later!